My master can be a bit short-tempered,
In
but
our last video,
good to hear.
we got Lazgar in dragon armor, which gave us crazy armor protection, and dragon armor is very light. In this episode, we're going to get the White Phial, and we're going to get two-handed to 100. So for the White Phial, you have to go get a couple of items, and what I'm showing you is how to get those. So we also got restoration to 50, which gives us the power of life, which is a nice insurance policy. But pretty much we don't need it very often, if at all. Because fights are now pretty much over in one hit.
I'm dead.
The other thing we're going to do is we're going to get a lot of shouts. Lazgar took a direct hit from a giant, and it didn't do much damage thanks to the dragon armor. The great thing about dragon armor is that it's really, really light. So you can wear Daedric armor, but Daedric armor is really heavy and it makes you move really slow, and we don't want that. So she has dragon armor, which gives awesome protection, and its lightness is the key factor. So with the White Phial and Berserker Rage, that is going to be 4 times damage. So White Phial does double damage, and then Berserker Rage doubles it again. That's 4 times damage. And enchanting gives us nearly double damage. So the last perk of two-handed will give us 25% on top of all that, and all that stacks. So here's level 56, and here are all the perks we've played so far. And I finally played this one. I really like those 3 perks, the magic resistance. So my potions give about 48% of buff to two-handed combat. So I'm going to take this and load it up on a horse and be right back. So the amount of armor protection we have now is just really good. And really like these weapons. So what I'm going to do at a certain point is I'm just going to turn on the map and just go kill everything, because to get two-handed to 100 you have to basically kill everything in Skyrim. I made a mistake and only did training, bought training to level 88, which made life really a lot harder for me. I should have bought training to 90. Those extra 2 points were just really frustrating. Those last 2 points were really just frustrating to get. So it just takes forever. Going from 90 to 100 just takes forever. Of course, it makes it harder when you're one-hitting everything, but okay. I want to show you this part. I always hug the walls. If there's going to be a trap, it's going to be in the middle of the floor. I'm really used to this from playing evasion characters who can't survive getting hit by traps. So yeah, if you just hug the wall, you're going to miss a lot of traps. So even in heavy armor, force of habit, I'm still hugging the walls. And I like to have Become Ethereal queued up in case, you see something that you need to not get hit by. And I just assume everything is booby-trapped. So these are the words that we're working on getting. I'm going to get 3 words, all 3 words of the things that I like to use, or the things that I want to use in the rest of the game. And I want to test those out. I never focus on shouts, so one of the things I want to do is actually spend some time using shouts. Part of this is that I want to level blocking, and that a big part of this is I just really like blocking. I really like blocking and power bashing. And I think one of the things about playing a character is doing what you want to do. Not playing it the way you're supposed to play it, or playing it the way that someone else plays it who's really good, but finding what your style is and what you enjoy. So what I enjoy is blocking for some reason, and I enjoy power bashing. So that's what I'm doing, and I like it. And if you don't like blocking and power bashing, then don't block. Find out some other way to defeat your enemy. I'm not entirely sure why I'm taking all this stuff, because I'm pretty sure I don't use any of it. The gems can be converted into glitter dust, and that's really powerful for alchemy. Yeah, every time I open one of those chests, I expect spikes to come out of the floor. I hear something, but I can't find it. There he is. It's interesting. Lazgar, she sees something to fight, she just goes and fights it. Yeah, I never played a character before who had that mindset. Usually evasion characters are, don't get hit, avoid fights kind of thing. But Lazgar was, nope, I see someone, I attack them. So I'm trying to get away from archery with this character. So, okay, you go get the 2 skulls, and then you do this. Berserker Rage is really powerful against Dragon Priests, not just because of the double damage, but because of the slow time. It freezes them in place, and you have some period of time to hit them and kill them before they mage up their armor. And that gives you an enormous advantage in any Dragon Priest fight. So let's go kill another dragon. Yes, I'm hiding in here. Those powerful shouts are really nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need this guy to land on the ground where I can get to him. My Warhammer is out of charge, but that's I could get a scroll and recharge it, or just have two perks. In enchanting will also allow you to recharge your weapon, but I'm fine just killing dragons without a charge on it. So what I did was, I know I've mentioned this, but I made the map completely visible, and I'm just going around killing everything. Just going from site to site on the map and just killing everything. And I know, I've played this game over 2,000 hours, so I know where things are pretty much at this point. So I'm just going where I know where there are dragons, I know where there are burial mounds. Any Nordic burial sites, I go to those. I really like this location though. This is really a cool quest. Now, if you guys would just line up in single file so I can kill you one after another. Thank you, that was very convenient.
Hurry.
That was just fun. That was just crazy fun. Now that's a really useful word at this site, because you can shout this word and jump off the ledge, which is very cool. So this is the ledge, and I'm going to use feather falling, but you can get the word wall and then come here and use it and jump off the ledge. Or you can take your chances. You have a... I have jumped off this and died. Apparently you can hit something and die. And I've jumped off it and lived without using anything, but here you go.
been a long time since someone took the lead. Longer still, since any survived. I once performed the entirety of the Poetic Edda from atop Bard's Leap before trying my luck. Well, you can see how that turned out.
That is very cool. Now he gives us some kind of a buff. I'm not sure what. Some kind of training in something. I don't remember what right now, but it's just very cool to have the ghost bard show up when you jump off the ledge.
Leave, stranger. Evil stirs in this place.
That never gets old. So anyway, notice how I hugged the wall and avoided the traps. So in this quest, I think I have Berserker Rage queued up, but I don't. I have something else queued up by mistake, and this is a big screw up. That almost got me killed. So I was doing this, it was really late at night, I wasn't being as careful as I normally would be, taking too many chances, not double checking to make sure Berserker Rage is queued up for a Dragon Priest fight. And that was really dangerous. Lucky I didn't get killed. On the bright side, I guess I get a few levels of restoration, which I don't need, but I guess there's a bright side to this.
Thank you, hero. Now, I may finally rest. Take of Norak's iron mask. It may be of use to you, and serve as some reward for your feat here.
Okay, nice mask. Don't need it. But I am going to get all of the Dragon Priest masks intentionally. Okay, and here are the words that I'm primarily working on. This is a Bard's College quest, and I really like the Bard's College quests. They have the coolest quests, and I really like this one.
It is time.
You can fill a bunch of soul gems in this fight. There, trying to use shouts more than usual. Yeah, I'm also bringing Vilkas along because there are just a lot of quests and a lot of places I have to go, and it's getting a little lonely. And I figured that she would want the company. I know that at a certain point I did. I just wanted the company. You two guys can't kill this stupid Draugr? Okay, I can power bash and kill this guy. Okay, well they killed that guy. Okay.
Insolent bird, die!
Well, Vilkas did almost no damage to him, which is interesting. He's a two-handed fighter, and he did almost nothing to him. But I'll take that bag of gold. But, yeah, he's good company. Okay, he's not that good company, but looks good in his dragon armor and Daedric helmet, so that's a good look for him. This is an interesting little location. It has, you can get ebony ore here, so that's pretty cool. When I think to how afraid I am in the beginning of every game, how afraid I am of bears, and now Lazgar just runs over top of bears like they're cockroaches. Oh, yep, mushrooms. I'll take that. These mines are always a little dangerous because of falling traps. Okay, that looks really bad. Let's see if I can get the skeleton to set that off. Yep, falling rocks, falling rocks. Run away. Yep, and more ebony, so that's great. Vilcus, good job. I'm just going to use a potion of berserking and get a 48% buff. At one point in the game, I set the game settings, the time factor to 1 to 6. Now 1 to 6 is the slowest you can have time pass without having problems. I've read that in several different places. I had problems at 1 to 5. I've never had any problems at 1 to 6. It means that you can wake up in the day, take soup, and you have more daylight to hit more locations. And so that's what I did at one point, because there's just a lot of places you have to go to if you want to kill everything. Kind of a completionist run. So anyway, this is the damage on the Warhammer, and this was a particularly beautiful sunset. So I'm going to just pause here and look at the enchants and the protection on the armor, which is very cool. You might check out the weight, too. The weight on the armor is very good. And she looks great. Lazgar is getting ready for a big fight with Alduin, and she knows what's in front of her. And she's doing everything she can to prepare for this. She's being very, very thorough.
Riorn's drum. Nobody knows where he died, and therefore where his drum might be. Haldir was the missing link. Riorn entered Haldir's cairn in secret, and presumably...
So there are 3 quests that I can do that I think will give me something for two-handed. At least some level of experience. And these are the 3 quests I'm showing you. Get the drum and do these other 2 little side quests. And
Save me a lot of trouble. Here.
I think the 2 side quests will give you some experience, and I think the drum will give you 1 level of experience for each of the fighting skills, each of the warrior skills.
Too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own. He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
So this shows up when you highlight the quest to go get the drum. This is a really neat location. There's a ton of mushrooms in here. And some of us really like picking alchemy ingredients. I also recommend looting the bodies, because those will disappear at the end of the quest. Or they can disappear at the end of the quest. for some reason I don't see him. I can't find him. Okay, there's the drum, and so I can return that. And you also get this staff, which is kind of interesting. So there's the staff. Seems like that'd be fun to play with. And here's how you get out of this area. Just pop down here and you're right back where you started. Very cool. Very cool quest. And you get to harvest all of these ingredients. Not bad.
At last, I have searched for this drum for 20 years.
So I give the drum back.
Treasury's a bit thin right now.
Of course not.
But I can show you some tricks I learned from my days with the army.
Blocking, marksmanship,
Yes, Headmaster.
two-handed. Heavy armor's already at 100. So, you know, you get one level of everything. The other quests you get, I think, some experience, but not a level. So now we have, here are the numbers, and, you know, try to remember those, 778 on the Warhammer, which is the most important thing in my mind. And that quest took me to 100. I basically held the drum until I was at 99. And then turned it in, and these are the new numbers. So 972 is the new number for the Warhammer. That is great, and then with Berserker Rage and the White Phial, that will be times 4. But we're not done.